E23's Internet, provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. It is May 7th, 2018. Welcome to High Plains Today here on TV23. On today's show, now this is going to be interesting, Alicia Maciulis. I knew I was going to mess it up. She is with the Roots Juice Company and Wellness Studio in Garden City, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff they do and juicing and all kinds of stuff. In the meantime, let's see what's happening. An injury accident occurred shortly after noon on Saturday, 4 miles west of Boise City on US 56 in Cimarron County. A Harley-Davidson motorcycle driven by 52-year-old Manuel Aguilar of Boise City struck a Harley-Davidson motorcycle driven by 50-year-old Samuel Hunt of Goodwell, and Aguilar went over the handlebars and struck his head on the pavement. Now, the Aguilar Harley then struck a Harley-Davidson motorcycle driven by 43-year-old Miles Swanson of Springfield, Colorado. Aguilar was transported by Keys EMS to the Cimarron County Hospital in Boise City and admitted in stable condition with a head injury. Swanson and Hunt were not injured. Authorities are investigating a murder and have moved 2 suspects from New Mexico to Kansas. On November 22nd of last year, the Liberal Police Department received a missing person report regarding the disappearance of 39-year-old Luis Moreno. Now, Moreno was found dead in rural Sherman County, Texas on November 15th. An autopsy confirmed Moreno's death was a homicide. On November 22nd, Moreno's estranged wife, 42-year-old Nancy Moreno of Liberal, was arrested, and she is currently awaiting trial. Now, back in April, the Albuquerque, New Mexico Police Department arrested 26-year-old Michael Moore and 27-year-old Diana Moreno on warrants issued in Seward County District Court for the first-degree murder of Moreno. Now, Moore and Moreno were transferred last week from Bernalillo County, New Mexico. They are being held in Seward County on a $500,000 bond each, according to the Sheriff's Department. And the Garden City Police Department is requesting assistance from the community. Now, if you know the location of this person, 17-year-old Dylan Smith, you should call the Garden City Police Department at 276-1300. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers at 275-7807. Now, Dylan is described as being 5 feet 8 inches tall with blonde hair and blue eyes. Dylan has a tattoo in the middle of his chest. Do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Dylan was last seen on April 20th. Again, if you have any information about Dylan, please call the Garden City Police Department or Crime Stoppers. The Mid-America Air Museum in Liberal is soon to be once again in search of a new director. During a special meeting between the Liberal City Commission and the Mid-America Air Museum Foundation Board Friday, Liberal Interim City Manager Calvin Burke confirmed Scott Metelko had turned in his resignation as director of the museum. Burke said, "This was a shock because we had just met Monday with some of the board members and I thought we had worked out some agreements." Burke went on to say, "We had some problems as far as following city protocol, and I had suggested meeting once a week or once every 2 weeks so he could be brought up to speed with how city policy and everything works." Now, Commissioner Jack Carlisle said, "We can't change it. My opinion, we need the Air Museum and we need to keep it open and we need to keep it moving forward. But the city does not need to be in the museum business and the museum director does not need to have 2 bosses, which is essentially what's going on, and that's a conflict." That's too bad. Scott Metelko, good guy. As Kansans prepare to make repairs in the aftermath of last week's weather, officials are issuing a warning about illegal contractors. When considering roofing work on a home or business, make sure your roofing contractor is properly registered before signing any contract or having any work done. You should request a copy of their roofer's registration certificate and then should check the Consumer Protection website to confirm that the registration remains active. That according to Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt. Now, staff from the Attorney General's Roofing Registration Unit has been in contact with local officials affected by last week's storms to assist in responding to contractors and consumers. Kansas Roofing Contractor Registration Act requires roofing contractors to obtain a registration certificate from the Kansas Attorney General in order to legally provide commercial or residential roofing services for a fee in Kansas. And with severe weather storm season here, you need to be on the lookout for that. Teenagers will be forbidden from seeking the governor's office in future election cycles under legislation lawmakers endorsed last week. Now, the bill requires candidates to be 25 or older to join the governor's race. The House shipped the legislation to the governor yesterday on a 70-52 vote, a day after the Senate approved it 32-4. Both chambers had passed competing versions of the bill during the early part of the session. In negotiations, lawmakers comprised on the House position that governors be at least 18 and the Senate position of 30. Some lawmakers weren't happy with the change, which takes effect next year. And a retired Kansas Highway Patrol trooper has been convicted of lying to the FBI during an investigation into illegal gambling in Wichita. U.S. Attorney's Office says that a federal jury found 53-year-old Michael Fredrickson of Derby guilty on one count of lying to FBI investigators. Prosecutors say that while Fredrickson was still a patrol trooper, he was filmed taking part in an illegal cash poker game in 2014. An undercover investigator was at the game posing as a gambler. The government alleged that during a February 2017 interview by FBI agents, Fredrickson made false statements downplaying his involvement in illegal poker and his relationship with the game's operator. Sentencing is set for July 30th. All right, that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. You know what? It's going to be unseasonably, we're going to call it unseasonably warm for the first part of this week. Be back with the weather right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Are you in charge of fundraising for your soccer or baseball team, preschool, elementary, high school, cheerleaders, dance teams, or scouts? Are you all out of ideas? DollarsForYou.com is here to get the dollars for you. Visit DollarsForYou.com and look at all the fast and easy fundraising ideas together in one place. DollarsForYou.com is a Kansas-owned business that has been helping groups raise thousands of dollars for more than 30 years. Check out our trash bag special right now with 40 to 50% profit with bags 150% stronger than Glad or Hefty in team colors, and they're made right here in Kansas. Guaranteed moneymakers include tumblers, cookies, chocolates, and there's no upfront cost. We've got favorites like cookies from Mrs. Fields and Otis Spunkmeyer, signature chocolates, Poppin' Popcorn, and School Spirit tumblers. Peggy and her team have the experience to help your team meet your fundraising goals quickly and easily. Visit DollarsForYou.com today and let us help get more dollars for you.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need.
You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Find out more on our website or call 785-383-4965.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Dad is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not consolidated credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Lots of high clouds out there as we look over metropolitan downtown Sublette. You know what? We got a few high clouds, but they're going to be rolling out of here later because we're going to have lots of sunshine. It's going to be unseasonably warm. Look at that. It's already 80 degrees here at the station. Relative humidity is pretty low, 29%. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 12. Barometric pressure is falling. Look at the current temperatures around the viewing area. Look at it. Lamar would be the cool spot at 74. Everybody else is pushing. If they're not in the 80s, they're very, very close. Current dew points, everybody is pretty low on the dew point today. We got a lot of southeasterly wind out there coming this way, and that's going to keep us pretty warm today. It's not going to give us much chance of any precipitation right off the bat. Let's take a look at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. We got to 86 yesterday. 96, the record, just 4 years ago. That's the new math. 49, the overnight low. 33 back in 1989. No new precipitation in the bucket over the weekend. Now, here's what we've got in store for today. 94 is going to be our high. That is very unseasonably warm because usually our high this time of year is 74 degrees. Winds are going to stay out of the southeast at 15. Then tonight, mostly cloudy. We're only going to drop down to 58 with those southeast winds and that cloud cover going to keep us pretty warm. Winds are going to remain out of the east-southeast at 10. Then tomorrow, maybe with those southeast winds bringing in maybe a little bit of moisture, could be hit and miss. There is a 20% chance of a scattered thunderstorm around the viewing area. Otherwise, winds are going to be out of the north at 10 and a high again of 93. Tomorrow night, 54, partly cloudy. Winds will be out of the north at 13. And then as we go into the 7-day, you can see we got that chance of precipitation. We're going to stay in the 90s all the way up until Saturday when we have another chance of some precipitation. Kind of quite a ways out yet for Saturday, but we'll see if that remains in the forecast. That's a look at the weather. Stick around. I'll be back with Alicia right after this. We're going to talk about juice.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them.
Yes, they look like that, warmed over.
He's picking up the phone, probably calling his uncle to borrow money.
Thank you for calling Consolidated Credit.
Oh, no, not Consolidated Credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time. Put down the phone. Put down the phone.
Order a pizza.
With extra red sauce. That Consolidated Credit makes it too quick and easy to get rid of us.
Thanks to Consolidated Credit, there can be life after that.
Call Consolidated Credit now and get your life back.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-357-5733. 800-357-5733. That's 800-357-5733. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is whoever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need.
You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Find out more at our website or call 785-383-4965.
Welcome back. It's going to be interesting, so pay attention. I'm joined in the studio today by Alicia Maciulis.
Yeah.
She is the owner, co-founder.
That's right.
Roots Juice Company and Wellness Studio.
Yes.
Garden City, America, downtown, big black and white awning, can't miss it, right?
That's right.
All right, so we were talking before we came on the air back for this segment, and Roots Juice Company, you've only been in not even a year.
Nope. We opened at the very end of September, and we've just been rocking and rolling since.
Making juice.
Making juice and doing yoga.
Making juice and doing yoga.
Yeah.
Because you have the wellness studio where you guys have, what'd you say, you have 5 yoga instructors?
We do. We've got 5 yoga instructors. That's right.
Do you have, okay, so how often do you have yoga?
We have yoga every day. We've got
Every day?
Every day, 3 to 4 times a day. So we offer around 20 classes a week for different levels and different types of yoga.
So, and I asked you before, I said, how hard, because I know nothing about yoga. And I asked you if I could do yoga, and you said,
can you breathe?
And I said, okay, so I guess I could do yoga.
That's right.
All right, so is there, you know, because you always see on TV and these people that are bent like 16 different ways and everything. I mean, is there like a beginner yoga?
There is, and that's what most of our classes are geared toward at this point, because the population is for yogis is a beginner population for the most part. So most of our classes are geared towards that. So really, anybody can feel comfortable walking in with no experience whatsoever in yoga and feel comcomfortable in a class.
Because you were saying if you can breathe, because there's a lot of breathing exercises in yoga.
Yes, and so that's really the body-mind connection there is focusing on your breath while you're doing different yoga poses as well. So that's connecting your breath with movement and creates mindful movement.
All right. Now, before we get into this old fat guy doing yoga, let's talk about juice.
Sure. Yeah.
Because Rich Juice Company, now you guys make all the juice that comes out of there, right?
We do.
Every single drop.
That is right. We are a small juice company. We purchased a commercial juice press. It's called the Good Nature X1, and it retains 5 times more nutrients than any other type of juicer on the market. So it is, and it's the only one currently in Kansas that I'm aware of. I know there is one in Kansas City, Missouri, and there is one in Denver, but I believe Garden City is the only one to have
It's a long ways between both those places.
It is.
All
so
right.
we thought, hey.
All right. So, but now, you said you do cold juicing, right?
Cold press juicing.
Cold press juicing.
Yes.
What's the difference?
So there's 2 types of juicing.
Okay.
There's centrifuge juicing, which blends everything all up together. So all the pulp and the juice is all mixed together. That's probably what most people are used to seeing in the stores. Usually that's what's sold is that centrifuge type that mixes it all together. But stores are starting to sell the cold press, the masticating type of juicing, which separates the pulp from the juice. So when it's just the liquid part, the juice part, that allows the body to not have to break down all of that pulp. And so the body can easily absorb the nutrients and vitamins of the juice, and most importantly, the live enzymes of the juice, because this is a raw product. It's just fruits and veggies in liquid form. So the enzymes remain, which is the part of the juice that gives you a lot of energy and also cleans the body. And when, the store-bought juice, those enzymes have to be processed out to be able to sit on the shelf for a long time. So this is what's unique about a juicery, is that you get all the live enzymes as well.
A juicery. I did not know that was a word.
Yeah,
I learned
a
something.
juicery.
If nothing else, there's cold press and centrifuge. So centrifuge is going to have everything that you dump into it is going to become juice.
Yeah, it's
basically.
So it's the pulp and the juice together, and so it's that thicker type of juice.
Okay.
And then the cold press is just really liquid. And why it's called cold press is it is ground at a low temperature, so it doesn't burn away the nutrients. Sometimes in centrifuge type of juicing, it blends it up really quickly and therefore creates heat and burns away lots of those nutrients. So this is cold pressed, so you retain more nutrients that way.
So centrifuge, now that's going to be a lot of your commercially produced that you're going to see in the grocery stores?
Well,
most of it?
Some of them, yeah, but grocery stores are also, you'll probably start seeing, I already see them in the large chains, cold pressed. Juicing. So you'll see that in there. But even in the large stores, those juices have to be high pressure processed, HPP, to be able to go and sit on the shelf. So the enzymes have been removed even from the cold pressed juices in the large chain stores. But that's why a juicery is different than what you would get in there.
All right. So a lot of these store produced juices are going to have sugars and all kinds of stuff added to them, right?
A lot of the store juices have sugars added to them.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, if I come into Roots Juice and I buy a bottle or whatever, it's going to be anything added?
No, it's just fruits and vegetables, not even water added to those. So
no water? Really?
No water. Just fruits and veggies.
Just what comes smooshing out.
That's right. That's right. So it takes about 3 to 5 pounds of produce to create one 16-ounce bottle. Because we are separating the liquid from the pulp, and pulp is more of what has the weight in there. So, like I was saying, you don't get a lot of liquid from a spinach leaf, so it takes a lot of produce, but therefore you're getting a lot of nutrients in your body as well.
Okay, so how many different kinds of juices do you have available?
We have...
Do I need to hang on because you're going to say an astronomical number?
No, we've tried to keep it accessible, but it's always fun to add new juices. So we have 7 right now. And,
okay.
And what that is yoga has a...
and there they are, right there.
Right there. There they are. And as you can see, that they're the colors of the rainbow. So in... yoga has a sister nutritional science called Ayurveda, and it is... what you put in your body to promote balance and on your body. And so one of the tenets of that is to eat the rainbow. So I took that and started saying, drink the rainbow. And what that means is if you're eating or drinking things from white, like almonds or cauliflower, all the way to indigo, like a blueberry or a blackberry, you're ingesting the full range of nature's, the full spectrum of what nature has to offer you in nutrients and vitamins, phytonutrients, plant-based nutrients in your body. So if you are eating the rainbow or drinking the rainbow, you're getting everything nutrient-wise that nature has to offer you.
I'd never heard that before.
Yeah, so those are...
drink the rainbow.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm not doing beets.
Well...
I'm not doing beets. I'm right now drawing the line.
All right.
Unless it has maybe a bunch of stuff added with it.
All right. We'll see. I'll bring some and you can...
Okay, all right.
Never say never.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you have another deal that's coming that you offer is like a detox, right?
Yeah.
A cleanse.
Yes. And
how does that work? We got like a minute left. How's that work?
Okay. Well, the cleanse is, we've got 2 of them, a 1-day cleanse and a 3-day cleanse. And what that is a liquid-based diet. So that's 6 bottles of juice, which take anywhere from 25 to 30 pounds of produce to create just 1 day's juice. And so what you're doing is you're allowing your body to take a break from breaking down food all day long. So what it does is your body is being flooded with nutrients and vitamins and enzymes, and you are getting your calories in there as well, but you're not having to break down that food. So the blood doesn't have to go to your stomach to break down all that food. It can go to your other organs like your brain and your kidney and your heart and your liver and clean them and promote detoxification where toxins can build up. And then we feel sluggish and tired and excess weight can build up and all that sort of thing. So it allows the body to take a little bit of a break so that it can promote its detoxification process.
Okay, so like if I'm eating all the time, you can't tell, I'm sure. But it's always taken is trying to digest stuff as opposed to doing other stuff it needs to be doing.
Right.
So I'm wasting time trying to digest. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it can, if we are eating all the time, then the body, the energy in the blood is going to that area instead of being able to clean other organs as well. So it's all about balancing that out.
Huh, that makes sense. All right, this is way, okay, this is good though. All right, you know what you need to do is go by Roots Juice Company and Wellness Studio. You're right there downtown in Garden City. Big black and white awning, right?
That's right. That's right.
There you go. All right.
Yep.
Alicia, thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stick around. I'll be back with more right after this.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles. I will always place the mission first. They stand ready to respond to any crisis. I will never accept defeat. They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers. I will never quit. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. I will never leave a fallen comrade. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not consolidated credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
Matt, welcome back. Hey, you know what? Roots Juice. You need to get to Garden City and check that out. The Royals, they won yesterday. They, believe it or not, first time they've won a series all season. First time, believe it or not. They won 42, beat the Tigers. They're off today, and they go to Baltimore, and they'll play them tomorrow night in Baltimore. All right, let's take a last look at our weather. 81 degrees. Relative humidity is still pretty low, 29%. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 19. They're picking up. They're going to pick up a little bit today. Barometric pressure is falling. Now, we're going to be unseasonably warm for the next 4 or 5 days. We do have a chance of some precipitation, maybe on Saturday. Go out and have a good day, everybody. See you next time.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
What if everything worked like those other guys?
Welcome to Awesome Burgers. If you would like to place an order, press 1. Please hold. You will be connected to the next available drive-thru attendant. Please place your order.
Yeah, I get it.
For Awesome Burger, press 1. For orange soda, press 7. For fries, press 15. For tomatoes, press 2. For you have pressed an incorrect button. Please hold. Welcome to Awesome Burgers. If you would like to place an order...
At Pioneer Communications, you can talk to a real person ready to help. Call today for service you can rely on.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
Portions of TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information.